Howdy, everybody. I just wanted to let you know that to celebrate the grand opening of the Health Ranch, we are offering a 42-day body transformation challenge. And this isn't just a body transformation challenge. This is an internal and external transformation because first, whatever's going on in the mind is happening in the body. So this is a 42-day intensive. You'll be completely immersed in the program. And why is it so different? Because I'm not just a personal trainer. I'm definitely not a gym. I'm a nurse hypnotist. And I'm board certified in holistic health. So I'm looking to really close the gap that I see in the weight loss community. And the problem with it is that we're constantly doing the external. We don't do the internal work. And then that's where I come in with hypnosis. Because you have to understand that you probably, if you're on my website, you've seen my before and after pictures. I lost 120 pounds using hypnosis. So there has to be that internal change. It took me 48 years to figure it out. And so that was one of the things that I really needed to understand in order to make my own transformation. And once I understood that, now I can help other people make their own transformation as well. And the best way to do that is to have a really fun challenge. So that's why I'm inviting you to a 42-day challenge. 42 days. I mean, it's one of those things that is like 6 weeks. That is not very long. And you can completely change the internal structures. And that will help to make all the external changes that you already know how to do. You know how to work out. You know how to eat right. But the problem is that implementing those things can be very hard sometimes. Especially if you have mindsets of I hate to work out, or I just don't have the time to work out. I don't have the place to work out. Those are things that can be easily changed mentally in the body. And we can do it in a really fun way. So for an example, everybody hates burpees, right? I mean, you jump up flat on the ground, jump back up, do it over and over again. It's a full body, very complex move, and it's very taxing on the body. But at the same time, it's one of those incredible conditioning exercises. Okay, so yeah, I bought into the whole burpees suck thing. But here's the thing, if I change my mental perception of it and I say, okay, well, what if burpees are a portal to another dimension? And in that other dimension, my gangster name is Pink Bananas and burpees are on my crack. All of a sudden, burpees become really fun to do, and they're not this horrible chore that everybody hates to do. These are the kind of things that we can change, and we can with the internal. So what's going on? Were you told to clean your plate and then told you were fat? So you got these conflicting messages growing up. Maybe you had a really bad breakup with your boyfriend or significant other, and okay, so you packed on 20-30 pounds. Maybe you had a baby and you could not figure out how to drop that baby weight. Maybe you had a major trauma in your life, and that's what's causing you to hold on to that weight, because fat is a protector. And so the body has a way of protecting itself. And until you can let go of some of these things and appreciate really how cool fat is, we just don't want that much on our bodies. Then you can actually make some of those internal changes. So then eating healthy can become something that you become a very selective power eater. So just by changing wording a lot of times will help people to understand how to make these changes stick. Because we're not talking about just a 42-day plan here. We're talking about the rest of your life. And you have to be able to implement what you already know and understand and make it sustainable and fun. And if you can't do that, nobody can do that in 6 weeks. I'm sorry, that's kind of a silly idea that you could actually accomplish that in 6 weeks' time. but you can certainly change the internal programming in 6 weeks. And then that internal programming actually goes on autopilot. And when you put things on autopilot, you don't have to think about it. So for instance, if you were to get into your car, you don't think, I have to open the door, climb in, put my seatbelt on, put the key in. No, it's so automatic. You don't even think about those things and you just go drive wherever you need to do. That's what I'm talking about with hypnosis. Hypnosis changes those internal drives so you're actually on autopilot. So then it becomes pretty easy to go have a muscle adventure instead of a boring drudgery workout. It becomes very fun to just forget about food for a change instead of being all consuming and eroding away your self-esteem and just like, oh, I can't eat that. No, you can eat a lot of things. You can eat whatever you want actually, but it's training the body how to recognize, is that enough? And how many cookies does it take to fill my loneliness? Because a lot of times we're just eating because we want to fulfill something. So give our 42-week challenge a go. I highly recommend it. I think you're going to be amazed at the level of accountability that we have, the internal changes. It's going to be super fun. And not only that, I get to make new friends, and I just love that too. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you. Make sure you click a schedule button so we can have our consultation call and just discover what we can do for each other, because there's a lot of things out there that I know that you've been struggling with, and it's time for you to change, and this is your opportunity. Join our 42-week intense immersive challenge. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.